Shalom to the house of Israel. Shalom to the 12 tribes scattered abroad, as mentioned in James 1 and 1. Shalom to the heathen. Shabbat shalom to the heathen, mentioned in 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 33 and 34. Shabbat shalom to all the sons of Adam, but Israel first. Okay, I got a question. The previous video about Abraham and Sarah, I asked the question, was Abraham shook a little bit? Did he doubt the Most High a little bit? I think I proved that he did. But this second go around with Abimelech, was Sarah and Abraham scamming? Was Sarah and Abraham scamming? Was this the drill? Let's see. Okay, we're gonna go to the book of Joshua. I might show a little parallel in Genesis just to floss, you know what I'm saying? But was Sarah and Abraham scamming? You referred to the book of Joshua twice, once in the book of Joshua, chapter 10, verse 13, and another time in 2 Samuel 1 and 18. I think I put that up. But this is Joshua chapter 20, verse 1. It says, and at that time, Abimelech journeyed at that time, Abraham journeyed from the plain of Mamre, and he went to the land of the Philistines. And he dwelt in Gerar. It was in the 25th year of Abraham's being in the land of Canaan, and the 100th year of the life of Abraham, that he came to Gerar in the land of the Philistines. Let's keep in mind, Abraham was 10 years older than Sarah. Abraham was 100 years old. Sarah was 90. And Sarah's still stirring up trouble. Sarah's still bad. It says, and when they entered the land, he said to Sarah his wife, say thou my sister to anyone that shall ask thee, in order that we may escape the evil of the inhabitants of the land. And as Abraham was dwelling in the land of the Philistines, the servants of Abimelech, king of the Philistines, saw that Sarah was exceedingly beautiful, and they asked Abraham concerning her, and he said, she is my sister. Okay, so the fix is in. Let's go to verse 5. It says, and Abimelech heard the words of his servants who praised Sarah to him, and Abimelech sent officers, and they brought Sarah to the king. And Sarah came to the house of Ahimelech, and the king saw that Sarah was beautiful, and she pleased him exceedingly. And he approached her and said to her, what is that man to thee with whom thou didst come to our land? And Sarah answered and said, he is my brother, and we came from the land of Canaan to dwell wherever we could find a place. Now we know that Sarah and Abraham was related. We know that. It says, let me read verse 7 again. And he approached her and said to her, what is that man to thee with whom thou didst come to our land? Who is that nigga you with? And Sarah answered and said, he is my brother, and we came from the land of Canaan to dwell wherever we could find a place. And Abimelech said to Sarah, behold, my land is before thee. Place thy brother in any part of this land that pleases thee, and it will be our duty to exalt and elevate him above all the people of the land, since he is thy brother. So Abimelech is a trick. Abimelech's a sucker. Big trick. And Abimelech sent for Abraham, and Abraham came to Abimelech. And Abimelech said to Abraham, behold, I have given orders that thou shalt be honored as thou desirest on account of thy sister Sarah. And Abraham went forth from the king, and the king's present followed him. Abraham ain't say, "Nah, hold up, man. I want can you give me my wife back? It's my wife, man. I thought y'all was gonna kill me." He didn't say that, did he? Is Abraham a serious scammer? This is verse. Let me see. Let's go to verse 19. This is the book of Joshua, chapter 20, verse 19. It says, "And one man standing amongst the servants of the king answered the king, saying, O sovereign king, restore this woman to her husband, for he is her husband. For the like happened to the king of Egypt when this man came to Egypt. And he said concerning his wife, she is my sister. And he said concerning his wife, she is my sister, for such is his manner of doing when he cometh to dwell in the land in which he is a stranger." So now this a reputation that Abraham got for telling people Sarah his sister. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do it say this or it don't? Let's go to Genesis real quick. Let's go to Genesis. Okay, this is Genesis 20. I'm just showing the parallel between Joshua and Genesis. This is Genesis 20, verse 3. It says, "But God came to Abimelech in a dream by night and said to him, Behold, thou art but a dead man, for the woman which thou hast taken, for she is a man's wife." But Abimelech had not come near her. And he said, "Lord, wilt thou slay also a righteous nation? Said he not unto me, She is my sister? And she herself said, He is my brother. In the integrity of my heart and the innocency of my hands have I not done this. And God said unto him in a dream, Yea, I know that thou didst this in the integrity of thy heart. For I also withheld thee from sinning against me. Therefore suffered I thee not to touch her." So did the Most High put that gummy worm on Abimelech? How did he withhold her? There's some writings about that. I'm joking. There's some writings about what was really going on. It says, that's for a different time. It says, "Now therefore restore the man his wife, for he is a prophet, and he shall pray for thee, and thou shalt live. And if thou restore her not, know that thou shalt surely die, thou and all that are thine." Therefore Abimelech rose early in the morning and called all his servants and told all these things in their ears. And the men were sore afraid. Then Abimelech called Abraham and said unto him, "What hast thou done unto us? And what have I offended thee, that thou hast brought on me and on my kingdom a great sin? Thou hast done deeds unto me that ought not to be done." Abimelech saying, "Man, you kind of hustling me, man. Why you do this? Why you do that?" It says, "And Abimelech said unto Abraham, What sawest thou, that thou hast done this thing?" And Abraham said, "Because I thought surely the fear of God is not in this place, and they will slay me for my wife's sake." So we kind of showed that parallel. We running out of time. This is the lick Abraham and Sarah hit off of Abimelech. It says, this is Joshua chapter 20 and verse 25. It says, "And Abraham said, Because I thought I should suffer death on account of my wife. And Abimelech took flocks and herds and men servants and maid servants and 1,000 pieces of silver, and he gave them to Abraham, and he returned Sarah to him. And Abimelech said to him, Abraham, behold, the whole land is before thee. Dwell in it wherever thou shalt choose." So we understanding that this second time, man, Abraham and Sarah went on and stung Abimelech, man. And they using the Most High, which is Abraham's muscle, to do it. Is that what happened? This is the second time, man. This is the second time they pulling up in spots. Abraham know they gonna take Sarah.